Proof of stake is a consensus mechanism or protocol, or better put, a defined system or agreed rules and regulations that are important for validating any transaction made on a crypto blockchain. In a blockchain network, proof of stake helps to define how the nodes in the blockchain know and agree on which crypto transactions record is wrong or right. So it validates the transaction while improving on another consensus mechanism known as proof of work. The two are quite different, but are important for a blockchain to work properly and attain full functionality. Proof of stake will need people or computers, known as validators, to stake enough tokens to be able to validate crypto transactions. Proof of work is more tasking, requiring miners to solve very complex cryptographic and mathematical puzzles. Welcome to our channel, where you learn about the crypto world in a very interesting and simple way. Today, we will be looking at the proof of work consensus mechanism and how it works. So we will be starting at the very beginning. What is proof of stake? In law courts, one of the best ways to win over an argument is by producing substantial evidence, or proofs. That's exactly what happens in proof of work or proof of stake systems. While solving complex mathematical problems is the proof for the proof of work mechanisms, showing that you have enough tokens staked is the proof for the proof of stake system. However, both are consensus mechanisms. You will get to know what this is in no distant time. Back to what proof of stake is. You know it is a consensus mechanism for blockchain networks. But in this particular consensus mechanism, the computers in the networks, which are known as nodes, commit or stake their tokens for a particular time. They do this because they hope to be selected as the next node to create the next chain on the blockchain and win the token rewards that come with it. The computer or the node that is finally chosen is known as the validator, and the token reward is the blockchain network's native currency that powers it. As complex as that may seem, it's quite simple to understand. Proof of stake is a consensus mechanism. It needs a validator to validate crypto transactions and create the new blocks on the blockchain. In doing this, they earn the blockchain's native crypto as rewards. Before we proceed to how proof of stake systems work, let's understand what consensus mechanisms are and why they are important in the crypto world. Blockchain is decentralized. They are not like fiat or traditional cryptocurrencies, which are controlled by central authorities. But on a blockchain, there is a need to know which crypto transaction is fake and which is valid. Hence, the consensus mechanism is an agreement or rules and regulations set by all the blockchain nodes to decide which transactions on the blockchain are false or valid. To really understand how proof of stake works, you must first understand how it knows how blockchain networks attain or reach a consensus. Do you agree that blockchain is decentralized? Do you also know that it is an immutable ledger that is not distributed? It is decentralized in that no one is in total control over the network, and immutable in that no one can change or alter what has been recorded on it. So for a network without control, how is it controlled? Imagine a country without a leader or a ruler. It is not that way on a blockchain. Everyone is the leader in a blockchain network if they own the native crypto that powers that network. Then they put up a rule that verifies and validates transactions. If it's not put in place, then there's no way to know which transaction is fake. Let's look at how proof of stake works. Take, for example, this is a village called Cardano. To be a part or a citizen of Cardano, you need to own the crypto that powers Cardano village. Let's call that crypto ADA. ADA is the money used for the exchange of goods and services in that village called Cardano. This village does not have a bank or a central authority that decides which transaction of ADA is fake or not. So they have validators. Validators are not special people. They are like everyone in the village. The only thing that makes them special is that they have staked or committed enough of their ADA to qualify as validators. These validators are like servers or nodes in another village called Ethereum, and they have the ability to add new blocks to the network to earn Ether instead of ADA. But they are not called validators, but miners. In Cardano village, validators are block writers. They add new ADA tokens to the village. When they do this, they are rewarded with ADA tokens. Does this make any sense to you? You can check out our animated video on Cardano and how it works to understand more practically how proof of stake works. To simplify the whole story, proof-of-stake networks, instead of servers or nodes, have validators that add new blocks to the network. The main duty of these validators is to verify and validate transactions on the blockchain. Then, each validator stands a chance to be assigned the duty of writing the new block. When they eventually do that, they earn rewards. It is almost like a lottery. The validator who stakes the most tokens is most likely to be the next to be chosen to write the new block for the blockchain. Proof of stake is gaining more popularity because it improves upon some of the main problems that were highlighted in the proof of work system. Some of these problems were in a large amount of energy proof of work consumed, which was alarming, while proof of stake consumes a lesser amount. The proof of work mechanism handles way fewer transactions in a second than the proof of stock mechanism would have done in the same time space. Then there is the issue with scalability that the proof of work mechanism suffers from. It's not so with the proof of stake, which is easier to scale than the proof of work. Some of the cryptos that use the proof of stake mechanism are Cardano and Solana, both of which are concerned with smart contracts. Cosmos aids the interaction and communication between blockchains. Then there is Tezos, which is created for the trading and creation of different kinds of security tokens. These are not all, just the most popular ones. Do you think you can also benefit from proof of stake and make a lot of money from it? Well, you can. It is very possible to do that. And if you want to, you can give it a shot. Remember that those who eventually make it to become validators are opportune to write a new block and to earn the reward that comes with it. But remember that we also said not everyone can become a validator, like in that village called Cardano. Only those who have committed the number of tokens staked in the network can become validators. For different crypto networks, a different amount of token is needed to become a validator. While some crypto networks will require that you own a large sum of their tokens, others require just a small number. An example is Ethereum. Although the network is not yet a proof-of-stake network, it plans to switch and will require about 32 ethers for you to become a validator. That is ridiculously much. Fortunately, other networks have small-scale investors in mind. Some crypto exchanges have made it possible for small-scale investors willing to stake their coins to do so. Now, they do not have to have the minimum requirements of the network to become a validator. The thing is, they don't even have to be validators to be able to stake their proof-of-stake coins. The crypto exchanges become the validators and help small investors who have tokens in their exchange wallet to stake. Although there are no minimum requirements, you stand a chance of getting or receiving exciting prizes as rewards. Some crypto exchanges that do this are Coinbase and Binance, and some proof-of-stake coins they stake are VeChain, Cosmos, Tezos, and a lot of others. To take part in this, you just have to buy any of these coins, then hold them in either your Coinbase or Binance wallet. Then rewards made from the staking will be issued to your wallet regularly. Now you have seen how to benefit from the proof-of-stake consensus mechanism. But what differentiates them from the proof-of-work mechanism, even if the two systems are working towards achieving the same goals and objectives? The main difference is in how these networks are able to reach consensus on their blockchain. But while it is easier to understand how proof-of-stake consensus works, it is more complex when it comes to the proof-of-work consensus mechanism. In proof-of-work, servers, also known as miners, spend a considerable large amount of energy and computing power trying to solve the very difficult mathematical and cryptographic puzzles. This method has been criticized a lot. Why? It takes up a lot of energy, which is not good for the environment. Then it is difficult to scale, and there is also the fact that the system's ability to process crypto transactions doesn't complement the amount of electrical energy it uses. Proof of stake is a lot different. While it helps validate transactions on the networks, it improves upon the problems found in the proof of work system. So it's not surprising to see that some of the fastest-growing crypto networks use the proof of stake consensus mechanism. Understanding how the proof of stake mechanism works will help you understand cryptocurrencies a lot better. Where better to learn it other than here? Why not subscribe and click on the bell icon for more videos? Don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you loved the video and would love to see more of it.